Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel At Home with Chelle. So today I will be showing you how I decorate my main Christmas tree. I know it's a little bit early, but in all honesty I haven't been feeling that great the last couple of weeks. I've had an horrendous cold. I'd love to be saying that there's a nice hot chocolate in here, but unfortunately it's lemsip. And today is the first day in a couple of weeks that I'm actually feeling human. So apologies that if I sound a little bit bunged up in this video, but I thought I would get my tree up, show you guys how I decorated it as well. So this will be a step-by-step guide of how to decorate your tree, and I will put a picture in of the finished look for you now. If you do like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, then I would love for you to subscribe, as I upload 2 videos a week and will be uploading lots of Christmassy content in the coming few weeks. First step of putting your Christmas tree up is actually getting the Christmas tree out. So I treated myself to a new tree this year, and I can honestly say I absolutely love it. I didn't actually think there was such a big difference in quality between the different trees, but this one is just ridiculous. The quality is amazing and it looks so full. It just looks like a really good quality, luxurious tree. So when you've got your tree out, the next thing I would do is actually put a tree skirt on the base before you put the rest of the tree on, because then it can be quite difficult to have to lift it all up and put the tree skirt on. And also make sure that the tree skirt fits the base. This is one thing I didn't check beforehand, and I just thought they were all one size, so my tree skirt is actually slightly too small, but I've put it on there anyway and I don't think it looks too bad. And I just think a tree skirt really finishes off a tree nicely, and there's so many different ones you can get. So there's a wicker one that I've got, you can also get like felt ones. I've seen a few people put their trees in plant pots as well, which I think also looks really nice. Next step when the tree is up and assembled is to actually fluff the tree. Now I didn't really know much about fluffing before, but when I got my tree it recommended that you should fluff it. So what that actually means is just taking some time to separate the branches, pull them apart, maneuver them in a certain way, just so there's no gaps in the tree. So because mine was a brand new tree, I actually put my tree up a couple of days ago, because it probably took me about 2.5 hours to fluff it all up, which sounds ridiculous, but because it was quite compact I spent ages doing it. So it's honestly worth spending some time doing that, because now I'll put a close-up in of what the tree looks like, but I think it looked really full and it didn't look like this when I initially got it out of the box. So spending that time moving the branches in different ways, and what I would say is do a bit of it and then step back and look at it, see if there are any gaps or anything, and then go back and do some more. My tree actually came with some tree gloves too, which protected your hands, because sometimes if you do keep doing this they can be quite sharp as well. So fluffing and manoeuvring the branches is definitely a top tip before you do anything else with the tree. Once your tree is nicely fluffed and you are happy with how it looks, then it's time to put the lights on. I would recommend getting your lights out of the garage a few days before you put your Christmas tree lights up, just to make sure that they still work. And a really handy hack, what I do with my lights, is I just wrap them around a magazine like this and it stops them getting tangled. This year, because I've got a new tree which is slightly bigger than last year's one, I've actually purchased some new lights. I picked these up, so I got 1,000 lights in cool white, and these were only £25 in B&M, which I thought was a really good price for that many lights. And then I just thought just have one lot of lights on there might be a little bit easier, because normally I have a couple of different sets on there and sometimes they can get tangled. So I would recommend buying one set of lights. So the next step is to actually put the lights on the tree. So I'm going to put the lights on now, and I've got Nick helping me. If you can, then it's definitely easier to get someone to help you, and I find the best way to do it is to unplug them, start from the top and basically work your way down. So one person holds the bundle of lights and kind of walks around the tree behind the person who's actually putting the lights on the tree, and that works best. Now the lights are on the tree, the next thing I'm going to do is fill it with some flowers. So most of these are just basically individual flower sticks that I've picked up from various places. Most of them are either from the range or Wilkinson's, and I've also got a couple from B&M, and then I have a couple of these ones as well. So I'll just put these into the tree and they just add a little bit more texture, and I would always do this before you put any of your other decorations on. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of the white picks in the tree. So these are just some white flowers, and all I've done is just bend these stalks up like this, and then they should fit in the tree nicely. I like to put some of these at the top of the tree, kind of work my way down just to add a little bit of texture to the tree. You'll see what I mean, it just instantly looks quite nice, and then it will look nice when I've got the bow on the top kind of coming down onto these, and then you can just move these around, bend them into kind of whatever shapes that you like. How beautiful is this? I picked this one up from Home Bargains last year. It's just like a white glittery hydrangea, and these look beautiful in the tree. So then I'm just going to place this in the middle of where I've just put the other thing, and you'll see it just starts to add a little bit of different textures to the tree, because I think putting flowers in the tree just make it look so glam. And just keep putting these down the tree, so then next time I would kind of put them like more in the middle, I suppose, like this. So you're almost creating like a triangle with the flower there. And then I'll probably go in again with a couple of flowers either side. So this is actually really handy if you've got a tree that maybe isn't as full, then you can use big things like the flowers to really try and fill it out a bit, and then you don't need to spend a fortune on decorations. And I just love the different kind of textures that it adds to it. When I'm doing the tree, I always try and work in like triangles. I just think it works really well together. So like everything is almost like a triangle, and that's a really good way of designing. I've actually watched some professional tree designing videos, and that's what a lot of them do as well. So I've finished putting all of the flowers and the tree picks on, and it already looks really beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is put the baubles on. So what I've done is basically gotten all of my baubles out, and I've laid them out on the floor like you can see, and I've just split them up into the largest ones, then the medium sized ones, the smallest ones, and then you can also see that I've got some different shaped ones that I will put onto last, that I will put onto the tree last. So I keep all my baubles in this storage box that I got from Amazon last year. It's absolutely amazing because a couple of years ago I had a couple of baubles smash. So if you are looking for somewhere nice to store your baubles, then this is ideal because you can keep them all separate as well. And like you can see, I've got them all out this year and none of them were smashed. So I'll link that down below if anyone is interested. So I'll just start by placing some of the larger baubles on. Just kind of working my way from the bottom to the top. Again, working in the triangle that I mentioned earlier. So with the larger ones, sometimes I kind of try and squeeze the branches and then put them a little bit further back, and then it just creates again a little bit more depth within the tree. Now I've put most of the large baubles on, I'm then going to go and put the medium sized ones on. So these ones here, I've just got a mixture of white ones just with a little bit of silver on and some glass ones. Again, most of these I got from the range and cost me anywhere between kind of £1 and £2, so quite reasonable but really beautiful baubles. So again, I'll just go on and put these on in between some of the others. And then I've also got some different shaped ones, so I find that by putting the different shaped ones kind of near some of the rounder ones, again it just looks really nice with all the different shapes and textures. So what I'll then do is put some of these different shaped ones. So I have this snowflake one, which I'll put here and kind of put in front of the bigger ones, and you can see it just creates some really nice layers within the tree. One of my top tips when decorating your tree is, especially when you get into the bauble stage, is just make sure that you stand back and look at it quite often. So that's most of the decorations on, and then the last ones that I'm going to put on are just, I suppose, the more delicate ones and just slightly different shapes. Again, all about adding different textures. So I've got some of these like icicle ones almost, and then I've got these really nice stars as well, which act as a really nice contrast to all the different circles and things on the tree. So it looks really nice putting, for example, like these different shaped icicles in front of the softer flowers and the round baubles. So there we have it. I have finished my tree. The only thing that I have left to do, and that is the final step for decorating your tree, is to put a tree topper on top of the tree. I have got a bow, but I just don't like it, to be honest, and it doesn't look right. So I'm going to go and get a different kind of tree topper. So if anyone's got any recommendations of what kind of tree topper would look nice on my tree, then please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video and it's gave you some ideas and some inspiration to maybe put your tree up, or ideas on actually how to go about decorating your tree and the step-by-step process. Well, thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye!